Hello today and welcome back to Sky the Third. Today we're taking a bit of a step back. We've been burning through the sixth plane, and we had a very emotional fight last time against the Shores Ritter, against our friend Luve. But there's a door left unopened. Well, there are 3 doors left unopened, but one we've been ignoring for a while. That would be Moon Door 5 over by the old schoolhouse. So let's, wrong menu every time. Let's go straight there. I actually never did find out what was the requisite for opening this. Something about happiness. I suppose we'll find out in the notebook once we finish it. Happiness comes in many forms and can be interpreted in many ways. Present to me a form of happiness you have obtained, only then shall the door open. Perhaps it has to do with an item we picked up out of a chest or something. Shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. It was almost time for Matron Theresa's birthday. The children were keenly aware of this fact too. One by one they finished their chores early and gathered to decide what to do for it. After all the matron always did for them, they wanted to make it an occasion to remember. But they still hadn't decided what to get her as a present. There had to be something out there that was perfect for her. Something that would make her really happy. But what? Can you finish watering the plants then, Daniel? You can take care of the flower beds, Polly. As for me, I'll go help with the cooking.
Then we're gonna decide on what to get the matron as a present?
Yep. So let's hop to it. Okay.
Right.
One last go around with Daniel from the Mercy Orphanage. Now this just leaves Clem. Where is he? He should be back by now. This isn't the first time he's taken forever coming back home either. I wish he'd grow up. Let me help you with the cooking, matron. Oh, that's quite all right, Mary. I'll be fine. It's good for you to rest up once in a while. I'm always burdening you by having you help me and take care of the children. That's not true. It's not a burden at all. I'm happy to help. Besides, I'm the oldest one here. It's only right that I help out wherever I can. I can't sit around doing nothing when Chloe's so busy in Grancel either. Well, if you didn't need help with the cooking, I'll go and clean our room. Clem went and messed it up all again this morning, so it could probably stand to be tidied up some. Oh, wait. What was that? I hope Daniel didn't try and water the chickens instead of the plants. I'll go and take a look just in case. So much to do, so much to do. I appreciate that she's always doing so much to try and help out, but I can't help but feel that she's overworking herself a little lately. Oh, you're back, Clem. Well, did you manage to buy the decorations we need for Matron's birthday? No, you didn't. Don't tell me you didn't buy anything. Well, I was gonna, but I ended up hearing this real interesting story instead. Several hours earlier. A happiness stone? Indeed, it's a magical stone with a golden glow, said to bring happiness to those who possess it. I'm sure you're aware of how the goddess created this continent in ancient times. When that happened, her power showered down upon the land as an infinite number of particles. They're light, radiant, and divine. Most of those lights were fleeting, but not all of them. Some of these particles of light remained, hidden by mists and tall mountains. Over time, they grew in size, bit by bit. And that is the origin of the happiness stones. That's so cool! Isn't it? Still, as you can imagine, it's exceptionally rare that anyone finds one. After all, they only develop in the deepest regions of the tallest mountains. That's not somewhere people go every day. But you say you did? When you went on that expedition to the far north, right? You got it. It was on the sacred mountain of Tigris, a perilous place full of snow and ice. Even the slightest loss of footing would have sent me cascading into the ravines below, and the never-ceasing blizzards assaulted me from morn to night. Before I knew it, even my food supply had run out, and I was left wandering the white desert alone, not knowing how much longer I had left. At times, I had to fend off the assault of vicious monsters, while at other times I found myself almost plunged upside down the cliffsides. But while the experience may have been enough to take out most ordinary men, it wasn't enough to take me down. I clung desperately to the razor-sharp ice walls, making my way gradually further into the mountain, never once letting my resolve waver. Man, you're so cool! No matter what happens, don't give up. That's my policy, and it should be yours too. Be like the mighty Captain O'Neill, invincible! Regardless, after overcoming countless trials and obstacles before me, I finally found that faintly glowing stone. My hand shook, but I reached out and picked it up. And the second I did, the raging winds stopped as if they had never been blowing at all. Then the morning sun began to shine down through the clouds above. That light hit the stone and it began to glow with a glistening, radiant beauty. It was like something out of this world. I've never heard that before. It sounds so dreamy. See, I told you it was amazing. It must be pretty and so cool. I wish I could find a pretty magical stone like that. Mr. O'Neill tells the best stories, doesn't he? Yeah, that was a great story. Okay, move your butt, Daniel. We're gonna find a happiness stone.
What?
Wait a second, Clem. Where do you think you're going? Where do you think? The only tall mountains around here are the Crone Mountains. Chloe said they were the tallest point in Liberl, too. If we're gonna find ourselves a happiness stone anywhere, it's gotta be there. And we're gonna find one. We are. I'm gonna be an invincible guy just like Mr. O'Neill was. Clem, I understand why you're so desperate to find one. Really, I do. But Mr. O'Neill's stories are, well... You just wait here with Polly, Mary. We'll be back before you know it. Let's get moving, Daniel. Wait, Clem!
Wait for me! I want to be an invincible guy too!
Just make sure the matron doesn't find out about what we're planning for her present, Mary. It's gotta be a surprise. I know that. But listen to me, Clem. Mr. O'Neill's stories are... Listen to me! He's so stupid. Both for not realizing Mr. O'Neill's stories are all made up, and for not listening to me trying to tell him. Working some of the testaments into one doesn't make the rest of what he's saying credible. It doesn't matter how long he spends trying to find a happiness stone. He's not going to. Still, I wish they really did exist. They sound so lovely. Mary? Mary? To Mary? Oh, sorry. Don't make me jump like that. You really scared me. They went away now, but we still don't know what to do for the matron's present. What are we gonna do? I'm surprised the story didn't have any effect on you. It might not be real, but I thought it was pretty touching. Touchy? She'll never be quite all there, will she? This is why I need to look out for everyone. Let's just let Clem and Daniel do what they want. Clem's not going to listen to us even if we go after him anyway. Which means we're going to have to think up a present ourselves. If only I knew what would be good enough. Shall we go and have a look along the shore? There might be some pretty shells there. If we collect enough of them, we might even be able to make a necklace for her. That sounds like it might make for a good present, right? Okay, let's get going. Okay. Control over the true heroine of Trails in the Sky. Mary has always been way more put together than the other kids at the orphanage. Except Daniel, he's the best. He's the greatest ever. Okay, this story is actually a bit more intriguing than I thought it might be. So Mr. O'Neill over at the general store in Rouen, we didn't pay too much attention to him in second chapter, but in my first chapter replay, which was technically after the second chapter recordings, I made sure to talk to him a little bit more, and I did some like off-screen checking of his dialogue and whatnot. He does say some interesting things that he's like allegedly been all around the continent, and as a Trails fan, that's like immediately makes him interesting, because usually when you meet people around anywhere in any game, like they're usually pretty like localized, you know, in the sense that like they stick to where they're from. Very rarely do you get to meet characters that have been all over Zemuria. Now, like Mary says that like, oh, O'Neill has like this reputation of, you know, kind of like exaggerating his stories and making stuff up and whatnot. I don't know if it's true. I mean, I think that's kind of like part of like Falcom being coy. It's like how much of what he says is true and how much of it's bullshit. You'll never know, or maybe someday you will. Oh, isn't this? It's a treasure chest. Do you want to see what's inside? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Much to Mary and Polly's dismay, this chest is empty as can be. No! Estelle already got to it. That damn Estelle Bright. So I think you just gotta check these shells on the beach. I think I don't think there's a correct one. I think it's always the last one you check. So what O'Neill was telling Clem, how much of that is true or how much is just like, you know, kind of like a story for children? Hard to say. There could be some truth to it that you know, the goddess's light was left behind in stones and maybe they do exist. Or maybe we should just keep playing the door and see what happens. But I feel bad now. I feel like I buried this door a little too harsh. You know, like I went a little too hard on it, like being kind of like, oh, this one's a little weird and a little irrelevant. Maybe it's not so irrelevant. Maybe some of these fairy tales and some of O'Neill's wackiness has more truth to it than what we were expecting. Aw, it seemed like a good idea on paper, but I can't do much with it without any nice shells to use. I wish those happiness stones actually did exist. One of those would be the perfect present for the matron. What you thinking about, Mary? That stone? Oh, yeah. Polly, do you think it's possible that happiness stones might be real? Huh? Do you want one so you can be happy? Well, that wasn't really what I meant. It just, don't you think it would be romantic if something like that really existed? Happiness is all around us. What's that? What? I don't know. It's really shiny though. Gold chain. Oh, so that's what it was. Well, it certainly counts as romantic. But I'm not sure a chain alone is going to make much of a present. We'll need a little more than that. You can have it if you want. You were the one who found it. It might not be fitting for a present, but it's still pretty. Take good care of it, okay? Okay. Oh. Hey, it's Grant. It's Lucia! Oh, Polly, Mary. Hey, kids, having fun playing on the beach? Yes, that's right. We were trying to find some nice shells, actually. Shells, huh? Well, take care, alright? I'm not gonna tell you not to play here, but you just keep your eyes peeled for monsters. We will. Fortunately, there don't seem to be any here today. You going somewhere, Lucia? Well, I was. You know about the bazaar starting today in Minoria, right? We just went to put up some posters for it in Rouen. You just reminded me of it, in fact. I want to go. You should totally go then. It'll be really fun. Trust me. Okay, let's get a move on. Hey, don't tug on my arm like that. Wasn't he one of those bracers who helped us before? I can't remember his name, though. There was Karna, Annalise, Kurt, then him. What was his name? Even Mary's dunking on Grant. Oh, I feel like that's an inside joke at the fact that Grant has, like, no character. Mary? Mary! Oh, sorry, Polly. What is it? I want to go to the bazaar. The bazaar? Oh, right. Sorry. Well, we might find something that works as a present there if we do. Okay, let's go see if we find something. Yay! Wait a second. It's not safe to go running off on your own, Polly. Let's go together, okay? Okay. We have control back. I'll see if their unique dialogue changes when you, like, try to go the wrong way. Maybe, maybe not. Nope. Oh, it did change a little bit. I think, anyway. I didn't read it out loud, what she said the last time I tried to go through there. I love it. This door is actually not all that bad. I got a chance to voice Daniel again. We got to dunk all over Grant one last time. Awesome. Let's see. There he is. There's Grant. Oh, they even put up like a unique poster. It does say bazaar. Can I help you? Oh, I remember your name now. It's Black. Awesome. Totally worth talking to him. It's Grant. Do me a favor and try remembering it next time. Oh, they even put unique text on it. Third Minoria Village Bazaar now open. Everyone's favorite time of the year is finally upon us. Minoria's famous bazaar will be held in the windmill cabin for the next 3 days, and all are welcome. If you have any unwanted items you would be willing to donate, please do. Come join us. You never know what you'll find. Minoria Bazaar Organization Committee. Their last chance to go through Minoria. General Goods Store, which... Oh, there's the woman that runs it. I was about to say, no one's working here. Oh, that one place that we got our lunches from when Estelle and Joshua first came through here. The memories. This elder's house that I don't think we've ever been inside of because there's no reason to ever talk to this guy. This is Elder Surge. Well, but isn't Matron Theresa's children? Oh, surprise how lovely it is in town? Well, there's a bazaar being held in the windmill cabin now. If you're interested, I suggest you run along and see what's on offer. I'm sure you'd love it. I don't think there's anything too interesting going on in Minoria. I think, like, Grant's the only NPC that we know of that, like, shows up. Other than the kids, of course. I mean, in terms of, like, notable, sort of relevant to the story NPCs. Other than that, it's just your usual Minorians, I believe. Alright, let's go to the windmill. Actually, can I check behind it? Is there anyone here? No. Memories. Memories on those benches. Wow, this is so cool. Yeah, there's so much available here. I wonder if there's anything that would make a good present for the matron. There has to be with all that's here. She's not even gonna notice that they're here. Did they purposely leave so that Mary wouldn't see them? I don't know. A bazaar actually seems like the kind of place you might accidentally stumble upon magical items, like the happiness stone. But I wouldn't even know where to start. Nothing I see looks like it anyway. There's something in particular you're looking for that I could help with? Maybe it won't hurt to ask. Sir, do you happen to know where I can find a happiness stone? A what? It's a stone that makes people happy just for owning it. I really couldn't tell you. Sorry, sweetie. That's alright. Sorry for the trouble. You know, I do remember hearing a funny story about the Crone Mountains one time that might be worth hearing. I got no idea if it's true or a bunch of hooey, but would you like to hear it? Yes, please. It's an old story I heard from my dad a while back. Something about them glowing gold all of a sudden once a year. Around this time of year, as it so happens. Apparently, if a traveler happens to be walking along them at exactly that time, they undergo what I can only describe as a strange experience. And then they become happy. Nice, isn't it? Phew. What should we do, Polly? This actually sounds like it might be true after all. Maybe there really is something up in the mountains. Mary? The golden glow tall mountains? It all fits. Maybe there really is a happiness stone to be found there. She's not listening. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to go and take a quick peek up there, would it? Say, Polly, you know Clem and Daniel came to the bazaar earlier, Mary. What? They came to do some shopping and said they were going into the Crone Mountains. They said they're all ready too. Seriously? I didn't even notice. Well, you are spacing out a lot lately. I can't believe they're thinking of heading into the mountains. Matron Theresa is always telling us not to go any further from the orphanage than Minoria. But you want to go into the mountains too. That's, I'm planning on doing it to get her a birthday present. That's very different, and it'll only be for a minute or two. Besides, we've got to go and bring those two home now. That's important enough on its own. Then we can just search for the present while we're there. We can't tell the matron about this, right? Absolutely not. She can't know about the birthday present, right? Let's go. Stick close to me, Polly. Alright, let's go to the Crone Mountains. I feel like Solomon's a little irresponsible, telling these children about good things happening if you go to the mountains alone. It's a good way to get a couple of kids killed. I can't believe it. I can't believe all the orphans are going to die right at the end of the frickin' Liberl arc. Say, Polly, what do you think those happiness stones are really... whatever. Do you think Mr. O'Neill's right about them glowing a pretty golden glow? That'd be so wonderful. I hate auto text. It always screws me in these games. Huh? Anytime I see like an auto scroll that's like multiple lines, I'm like, oh god, no. Here we go. You can read it on your own. Wait, Polly? Don't tell me she's lost. Polly? Polly, where are you? Well, she was back this way. Actually, we didn't go that far. We were just at this intersection. Can I go back here? Oh, there's an interesting, like a unique cutscene just for walking towards the lighthouse. Polly! Polly! I told her to sit close to me too. Where could she have gone? She's so helpless. She just disappears. Oh my god. She's a spirit. She is also from Phantasma. Can I go all the way to the lighthouse? I want to push the boundaries of how far I can explore. Can we see old man Vereen or... No. That's the name of the lighthouse. What the fuck is this guy's name? Vote. That's his name, right? Mr. I have a man crush on Cassius. Oh, that old bracer. He was a fine man, let me tell you. His pecs were so big. His mustache was so perfectly groomed. Oh, you'd have to get him out of the country if you had a plan to do a coup d'etat, let me tell you. There is a unique thing for talking to Vote. Awesome. I swear, this is exactly what's wrong with youngins these days. I hope he talks about Cassius. What are you doing here, young lady? Excuse me, sir. You haven't seen a young girl other than me here recently, have you? A young girl? Afraid not. I see. Sorry for troubling you. I swear, kids these days, they sure are a pain. Not as great as that one bracer I met 12 years ago. There's nothing else out here. Danger! Unauthorized personnel prohibited. There might be like an actual message on that sign as well. This is where the Intelligence Division Special Ops jumped off of. At a rope. He has no other unique dialogue. I can't believe they like made it look like a unique cutscene just for going and talking to him. Oh well. Damn you, vote! One last time! The arc's almost over. And all these people coming back to put the screws to me right before the end. Oh, I think I know where we gotta go. That's into the mountain pass. Are we going to find a happiness stone? Maybe. I honestly don't remember. Like, I know it's gonna happen, I just don't remember if that gets resolved. Maybe it does. I'm gonna screw off and go towards Minoria again. I imagine... Well, maybe they will let me walk into here. Oh, they do. So there might be more unique, like, conversations to be had. Is Grant still around? No, he's gone from here. He went to go not have a personality somewhere else. Oh, the old woman's gone too. I feel like I want to say that like Grant's lack of personality is like totally an at-all reference. I want to believe it is. I've never been out on this balcony before. How about that? It's where the kids were saying that one time, you know, and the whole orphanage burnt down. Thank goodness they rebuilt it exactly as it was. Oh, there he is. What's up? Welcome, welcome. Oh, wait, you're that girl from earlier. Something wrong? Can I help you with anything? No, it's nothing. It's not like this is the first time Polly has done something weird. I'll be able to find her on my own. Aw, you should really tell the Bracer Guild. Grant can at least do that. He can find missing children. Alright, let's get into the mountains. Where nothing bad will happen to this innocent little girl who is so far away. It's actually ridiculous when you think about it. Like the idea that the orphans could travel all the way to the Crone Mountains. It's like, I know the distance gets fudged a little bit in these games because it's like, well, we can't draw it exactly, you know, to scale, because then it would be ridiculous how long it takes to get from place to place. But there's the idea that Estelle and Joshua like traveling the roads by foot in first chapter. It's like, everyone's like, are you crazy? You know how long that takes? Why not just take a freaking airship? So the idea that she can like walk all the way over to the mountains is ridiculous. Polly, come on out. Polly! I can't find her anywhere. This is all my fault for being so careless. I shouldn't have taken my eyes off her. I never do this either. So why did I do it this time? But wait a second. Is this the right way? Which way did I come from again? That way? Or maybe not. Did they actually change like the ground model when they did that transition? Well, either way, she's in the Crone Mountains now. Answer me, Polly! Where have you gone? Huh? Where am I? I've never been this far from the orphanage before. It looks like Polly's not the only one who's lost. What am I doing? I need to be strong and look after the other children. I've got to find Polly. Look at the edge of the world on the left. This is all my fault. It's all my fault. I never should have believed in that silly story. I should never have taken Polly so far from the orphanage. How could I have messed up so badly?
monster.
And don't poke it with a stick. That thing blows up upon death. Phew. I've got to find Polly. If a monster like that finds her before I do, I don't even want to think about it. Please, be safe, Polly. Polly! Polly! Where are you, Polly? Answer me, please. Polly, please, just come out. I know I messed up, so please just come out. I mustn't cry. I mustn't cry. Yeah, it's mad chilly this time of year, huh? So this is why it's so bizarre that I forgot this door existed. Maybe I should go catch some more Z's. Who are you? Huh? Ooh, what's the big deal? Don't scare a dragon like that. I thought my heart was gonna go pumping right out of my chest. Huh? What was that? Something on my face, little buddy? You're weird. Hey, it's way not cool to laugh that much. Sorry, what are you doing here anyway? Who, me? I was just keeping my head low while all that scary stuff was going down. Scary stuff? Like what? Like the Glorious and the Ariel and junk. Didn't you hear about them? I don't think so. How did I forget about this? Like, how? Huh? Okay. Are you a baby dragon? Yuppers. I'm only 320 years old. What? Really? Why are you so surprised? That's totally normal. It is? I'm not so sure about that. Anyway, I'm bored. I want some grub. Do you know if there are any dandelions that bloom around here? Is that what you eat? Sunflowers are yummylicious too. They taste just like the sun. No lie. I didn't know that. Oh, I know. Ta-da! You can have one of my super special sandwiches. They haven't got any dandelions or sunflowers in them, but they've got some plants from our garden in them. So I'm sure they'll have a sunny taste to them. Okay, open wide now. So, what do you think? That was so good! I made it all myself too. Aren't I amazing? Wow, you're crazy amazing. Can I have another one? Another one? But I've only got one left, and that one's supposed to be mine. Give me half then, pretty please. Well, I suppose I could. Okay, you win. How did I just delete this from my brain? Like straight up purged. Completely gone. It's so crazy and ridiculous. I don't know. And I feel like knowing what I know about this series now, there's no way I would have like ever deleted this beforehand. I guess the big question is this dude the same like species as Ragnar? They have like the same kind of color. Is he an offspring? How many dragons are there? I don't know. It's very bewildering. It's sure getting chilly now. You think? Do you have trouble dealing with the cold? Nuh-uh. I do awesome with the cold, I swear. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I'll go gather some firewood, okay? It'll get a lot warmer if we start a fire. Just wait here, okay? Okay. Can you be fast, though, please? Oh, I actually have control. Awesome. Let me just save here, just in case this runs along. I'm not sure how much longer this door is going to take. But I just got to make sure that I don't have to stop in the middle of a cutscene. It could happen. I'm on a tight schedule right now. Huh? I thought you were going to wait for me. But it's getting dark now. Being out in the dark alone is kind of scary. There. Feel any better now? Stop that! You're tickling me. You're so soft and you smell so nice. Huh? This smells like... I can't remember. The smell is just somehow familiar. I'll help you look for firewood too. That way we'll both be warmer. That sounds great. Aww. This is a lot cuter than I remember it being. Oh, look at his waddle. Aw, he's great. Can I slow down it? Yeah, I can slow it down. Aw, yeah, look at him go. God, people say that Trails of the Sky III isn't worth playing. Those people are dumb. Those people are so dumb. Love this game. I'm gonna miss it, to be honest. I'm gonna miss it big time. This rock is not supposed to be here. What the fuck? So our entire road back is blocked. They're like, these smart ass players think they can just leave the Crone Mountains. No, you're gonna do the story. Oh, this counts. How is that firewood? It's just a patch of flowers. Oh, man, I'm gonna miss Trails. This is my last one for a while. I think this should be enough. Yeah, I'm so far ahead that it's gonna be a while before I get to record the next game. Okay, this should do. Wait, we're going to need some fire to get this started, aren't we? Don't sweat it, I got this. Aw, yeah, look at him go! Wow, you can really breathe fire? Anyone can do it if they practice enough. No, they can't. Uh-huh, they can. I only learned how to do it recently, too. Oh, really? I wonder if I'd be able to do it if I practiced enough. I swear you could if you practiced for 320 years like me. I'm not even going to live that long. So many questions. Where did this guy come from? How many dragons are left? You're so soft. And I'm sure I know this scent from somewhere. But where? This is so warm. No, he's gone. Achoo! He's gone. I guess that's it. I guess I'll go home. By now, you would think there'd be someone looking for her. Like Grant, maybe? Or Karna, whoever's stationed at Ruan. Feels like she's going the wrong way. Like she's going towards Bose. Or you think she'd stumble upon the Crone Pass checkpoint eventually? Oh! Rip. Matron, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, do it. He can fly. You saved me. You can fly? I'm still a kid, so yep. Can you only fly if you're little? Well, no, grown-ups can too. It just causes, problems? That's not much of an answer. That's what I'm thinking right now. What does that mean? Does that mean it's really hard for Ragnar to fly? Or is it because you get so big that you get more easily spotted? Maybe that's it. Today sure was fun. What? Hey, are you okay? Wake up. Oh good, she woke up. You okay, Mary? Was it real? Huh? What happened to that weird monster? Monster? Were you attacked? No, but... There wasn't any monsters. Just you. That's weird. Was that all a dream then? Mary!
Airy!
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. How can you be fine? I promised Chloe and Joshua that I'd protect everyone. I promised. If anything happened to you, Clem? Oh, why do you always gotta try and do crazy things alone anyway? We were all gonna look for the matron's birthday present together. Don't go off and start doing dangerous stuff all by yourself.
He's right, Mary. We were real worried about you.
We were all looking for you together. 'Cause you went and disappeared on us. I'm sorry. And thanks. Huh? What are you thanking us for? I wasn't worried or nothing. I just figured we could look for you while looking for a present.
You remember how Clem forgot to buy those decorations when he was in Mr. O'Neill's shop, right? That was why we went over to the bazaar to do a bunch of shopping there, so we could get what we needed for Matron's birthday. He said we had to go do it because it'd be a big pain in the butt for you.
Shh, don't tell her everything.
Anyway, then we headed over to the Crone Trail and... Ow, you're hurting me, Clem.
I feel so happy for some reason. I feel like I just had a dream. A really, really nice dream. Mary? Are you okay? You weren't feeling sick or something, are you? Are you alright? Feeling dizzy or nauseous? Oh, I'm fine. I was just spacing out a little. A lot's happened, you see. Okay, then. Okay, troops, let's start heading back. What?
But we still haven't found a present yet.
Maybe not, but you're all downright exhausted from looking around for one. The young lady here looks like she could do with some serious napping too. I'm fine, honestly. Nope, not hearing it. I'll escort you all back home, so take it easy and get some rest for today. If any of you were to get sick from overexerting themselves, the matron would be really upset, wouldn't she? You can always keep searching for a present tomorrow. I'll give you a hand, okay?
Wow, really?
You're pretty cool for a guy who looks so boring. Yes! Get dunked on, Grant! Ouch. Just kick me down while you're at it, why don't you? Huh? What's this? Wow, that looks...
You don't think that could be...
Whoa! It's a happiness stone! Yeah, it must be.
It was real.
Clem suddenly chimed that he had an idea as he took an old pendant out of his pocket. He grumbled that it was only something he stumbled upon at the bazaar. With everyone's encouragement, I decided to try setting the happiness stone in the center in hopes that it would fit. It fit perfectly too. It was as if they were always meant to be together. Polly's golden chain turned out to be the perfect length as well. Finally, we placed it in the small box that Daniel had kept with him, wrapped it in the wrapping paper, and the perfect necklace was born. Oh, they even put unique art in for this. And somehow Grant got invited to the party. Huh? This is the same smell that Monster gave off. Is that because I gave her the happiness stone? Mary? I understand now. It's the warm smell of happiness. So many questions. So many questions. Side story, the happiness stone finished. Cool. And you get the accessory, the happiness stone. I should read what that says in the menu. Also, I didn't forget, let's look at what the requirement for this was. Fortune quartz, that's what does it. Okay. I don't know where we picked it up, but I probably had one from my last playthrough anyway. Alright, that leaves just the last 2 doors in the game, as well as this, the final arena challenge. I don't have the invitation for that yet. Also, it's a really good thing I did the second challenge, the hard arena, off camera when you guys weren't looking, because that dragon dude is a boss in that arena. He really is. I was like, oh god, thank goodness I'm not recording this, or else this would be a huge spoiler. Where'd this little dragon guy come from? He just fights like a mini Ragnar. So many questions that I don't have answers to. Okay, so he's real, right? He's super real. What is the happiness stone? Because it's kind of like when Ragnar gave Estelle and Agate a bunch of Septium after you beat him. He was like, oh shit, I gotta repay everyone for all the damage I did. Here's a massive chunk of Septium. It probably had an exact name too. I can't remember what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's the one that Space Epith is derivative from. I think anyway. I should go back and look at that, but yeah. So, like, is it a similar process? Is that what the happiness stone is? How does he smell like happiness? Is it all on, like, the receiver's end that he smells whatever you want him to smell like? What are the dragons? And what does this story have to do with Eidos' light or whatever that O'Neill was talking about? Who knows? This game is so mysterious. So let's see. All right, the necklace itself. Let's read it. It's got to be in here somewhere. I probably have 2 of them because I don't know if I'm using the original one I got. Where are you, happiness stone? If I didn't pass it up. Oh yeah, I got like really new good stuff like the Blade Lord's emblem, the Divine Blade's emblem, which I was using before on other people for my first playthrough, but I'll have to use the new ones we got. So the happiness stone obtains Sepith, but it decreases your speed. A stone that makes attached enemies drop Sepith sometimes. So I take it that my guess is right, and that the stone itself that Matron Theresa got is probably straight up Septium. Pure and unrefined. Well, maybe it's a little refined. I don't know. I don't know what term to put on it. The point is, it's a really good Septium crystal, probably. Probably worth a lot of money. I bet if the fucking orphanage ever burnt down again, you could probably rebuild it with just that stone. Oh boy. Well, we've come a long way. I don't technically know what the end of this plane is. It might be simply walking through the next area. Remember, we got that location over on the Herb Scenic route where the villa is now open. So let's form a new party. I want to take everyone off. How do we? I know there's a way to take off like multiple people. Damn it! I did not want to confirm that. Well, whatever. We'll put Ries here. And then let's bring Estelle and Joshua.
You ready?
So I want to say when you walk through that door, where the where the mist is coming out of now. Remember we saw like a cutscene where it's like, ooh, it's ominous now. I want to say that ends the chapter and it goes straight into the next one, but I might be wrong. Maybe there is... I don't think the villa actually exists is what I'm trying to say. I think simply walking through that area causes you to go to a new location. So let's go to the Herb Scenic route. And I definitely know what this location is, and I've been excited to return to it all game. Because I want to hear more about it, because I don't remember it very well. I remember going to it, I just don't remember the things that are said about it. And now that I've played more games, and am more familiar with Trails and Zemuria as a whole, I'm more curious about this location. I want to know more. And we've already heard a little bit about it so far in the game. So let's see, was it here? No, it's on the next screen. Going the wrong way. I have cloak on, right? Yeah. Making sure I have cloak and not haze. But yeah, we're about to begin that final act of the story. It's going to be pretty intense. Plus, we got 2 doors left. Star Doors 14 and 15. Well, they keep the correct distances, even though there's really no getting in there anymore. Save here. Alright, ignore that cut. I just cheated. I pushed the boundary to see what happens when you walk through here, to see how much further we could go, and we can. We got a few more minutes. Missed? Well, once again, we're in for some fun times up ahead. No telling what it could be, but we'll have to walk through here eventually. Just take a deep breath and step inside, I guess. Alright, what happens when you go through the mist? Like I said, you never get to see the villa. We're somewhere else entirely. Somewhere we've never been in 1st and 2nd chapter. Where? I knew it. Where are we now? This doesn't look like the Herb Royal Villa. Oh, you're right. The Grail. Wait, isn't that the church's emblem? Kevin. Welcome to Astor House. The place where Ries, Rufina, and I grew up together. End of chapter 6. That's a good stopping point. That's a very good stopping point. We're going to stop a little short here, I know, but hey, what better place to stop than the end of a chapter? So when we pick up next time, we start up chapter 7. We're on the 7th plane now, I believe. I think Astor House officially counts as it, the start of it anyway. But things are about to get dramatic. I mean, after all, this entire story, putting aside the doors, the content in the doors, which is, as a Trails fan, is fascinating. And it's a great world building. I love the stuff that's in the doors, and we still got 2 absolutely fantastic doors to get through. But putting that aside, the game, the main story that occurs in the game, the stuff that you can't miss, is about Kevin and Ries. Kevin is the main character. And we've been building up their story and their backstory and the problems that lie hidden underneath Kevin and the burden he's carried. And you can see that his duty as a Dominion and carrying the stigma on his back is a big deal about who he is. Well, there's been some pieces missing, and I haven't talked about it too much because obviously we're going to get there eventually. But man, the story's about to get really intense. These last, I don't know how many hours are left. I don't know, maybe 10. That's a total rough guess. But storytelling is about to get pretty hard. Even harder than what we've already experienced in 1st and 2nd chapter. There's some moments ahead that I haven't been looking forward to, even though in some ways I have. Some of it deals with Kevin. One of them has nothing to do with Kevin. There are going to be some tough things that I guess when I started this whole journey of trying to do these games and document them and trying to play a good host for them, that I didn't realize how hard some of them were going to be. So this last like chapter or 2, I'm not sure how they define it. I think it's technically 2 chapters. But the way some of these things that are in there, like, man, they're hard. They are tough. And they are why a lot of people like Sky the Third a lot, and I'm one of them. I like this game a lot. It upsets me because as recently as like when I'm recording this, just like a week ago, I once again saw supposed fans of this series talking online, and someone again come forth with the idea of like that this game is fan fiction, that you can skip the third. It's a dungeon crawler. It's not. Man, it is so not. This game has some of the best writing the series has ever had. And hopefully this last act will prove it to you if you didn't believe me before, if you've never seen it before. See you guys at the start of Chapter 7.